Hi everyone. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to fly a World War One Zeppelin? Or have you ever been inspired after watching the old Michael York movie, Zeppelin, and gone, I wish I could fly in a World War One Zeppelin? Well, while we can't physically do that, we can certainly read about how it was done and how the crew at the time did fly their Zeppelins. And that is the book that we're going to be looking at today. It is the German Naval Airship Division Guide to Airship Handling, translated by Alistair Reid. Now, there's a link below to Alistair Reid's Lulu page. He has done an incredible job of translating many original German books about Zeppelins and airship development. Check them out. He has done an immense service to the history of airships by making these available to a wider audience. And beyond that, he has also published books about the other types of airships, the Parsifals, the Schutt-Lanz, and most incredibly, the fascinating story of Russian airships. So do check out his books. The link is down below. This edition is based off the original book published in 1917. But what Alistair Reid has done, and as you will be seeing up here on the side, is that aside from translating the text into English, he has also incorporated additional photos, diagrams, and most valuably, he has included more accounts and additional text to the notes that were included in the original. These are mainly added at the end as two separate annexes and provide just as much value as the original text because you're hearing from the words of the men who flew and commanded the World War I Zeppelins. As you can see, the layout is mainly just text with the additional photo, image, whatnot. The original book was purely text. This was an instructional guide. However, due to the translation, we now have a fantastic insight into the practicalities and the difficulties of flying a Zeppelin in World War I. And as you can see, some of the mathematics is just beyond me. I would have failed from the get-go. Unfortunately, with this version, there are two chapters involving offensive operations that have been removed from the wartime censor, and those are also not included in this book, which is unfortunate. It is balanced out by some accounts of offensive operations, so it does kind of make up for it. But what would be fantastic here is if a major publisher were to work with Alistair to redo this in an expanded format with the original guide that is uncensored and republish that with far more diagrams, far more photos to further complement the guide and to further illustrate what is in discussions. But putting those aside, the information that is made available here is invaluable to anyone who is studying Zeppelins and the practicalities of what these individuals had to do to make sure that their very fragile flying machines were able to safely take off and land and do their missions. The value of this book lies in the insight that we as researchers and historians can get from understanding what it was like and how difficult it was to fly World War I Zeppelins. And for this to be made easily accessible for us, it is a godsend. And for that, I'm eternally grateful to Alistair Reid for his painstaking research and translations, and for its contribution to airship history, and for just enlightening us on what it was like to fly that. This book deserves a 4 captain's hats. Should there be a publisher out there that would like to take this on board and produce a more illustrated version of how to handle an airship, it will be incredible. And there's certainly room to expand that further. But the guts of it are there. The amount of technical information is all there for you to pore over. How to take off an airship, how to fly in different conditions, wet, windy, what to do if you've got gas leaks, what to do if you've got gondola fires, how to avoid another airship if you're going to have an airship collision in midair. A variety of different factors. How to moor it, how to bring it into the shed, how to bring it out of the shed. The various procedures. All this stuff is, hard to access without going straight to the sources, and this is what this book is. So if you are fascinated by Zeppelins, by airship history, but in particular if you are interested in how World War I German Zeppelins were flown and operated, then you will absolutely love this book, and I highly recommend it. So go search it out. You can access copies on the link below through Alistair Reid's Lulu page, and check out some of his other books, all of which are fascinating. And if there are any other airship Zeppelin books that you would like reviewed, please let me know in the comments below, and if I have them, I will absolutely review them for you. So, until next time, enjoy and happy reading!